We going live now. We live
now.
Oh, I see it. What up?
What's up? How you doing?
What's going on? Man, I can't call it. Another day, another dollar.
Wow. They hate me.
You see how these
she's
two already
blocking her.
started?
Already started. I should have had me a little drinky drink too.
Go get it. You got time.
I done had 2 drinks, a half a lobster.
All right,
get your
bet. Hold on, right
You
now.
know,
Go get your drink. Go get it.
I'll be right back.
Don't turn the camera off. We want to see.
I'm coming. No.
Whoa, I'm coming. No. You know what?
Whoa, that's what he said.
That's why
I'm not going to start the show like that. I'm not gonna do that. Wait. I'm going to get myself together because the show's already started. Let me act like I'm professional. Because I was just acting up. Sorry.
That was you getting yourself together?
I might need to pee in like 20 minutes, just so y'all know. It's called the one kidney
Y'all want to know something
problem.
that's crazy?
The one kidney problem.
When I left my house, I was like, I feel like
I heard everything y'all said too. Y'all tripping.
You felt like you were going to be talking to who?
Like Saucy said.
Don't talk like that.
Why can't I find that? Energy is giving me.
My job got me lit, so it's their fault. So, you know.
Well,
I got paid to drink.
Oh, what? That sounds like a good job to me.
Exactly. Biotech ain't nothing to play with. They all for the fucking fun, and I'm for it.
What they offer you? Wine, champagne?
We went out. It don't matter. Like they used to have. Okay, so they got rid of the liquor fridge, but they used to have a fridge at the job, and the only requirement was you had to drink with someone else. You couldn't drink by yourself.
Okay.
But then they started noticing the beer and the wine disappearing, and it was like, and we're not seeing people sitting together and drinking, and so they got rid of it. But I'm telling you, they're wild. They wild.
Sound like I need to be working for that company.
Biotech, anything biotech, they just be wasting money, boy.
We wasting money, so we're not.
Don't nobody follow me on my job, but like 2 people.
And you guys are looking lovely.
Thank you.
So,
before we start the show, what would you like for us to refer to you as?
Oh, you can just call me Ms. You know, Ms is fine. Trini King, Not too long, Ms.
Wait. Jizz?
Is that what you're hearing? Look at the screen. Look at my screen name. Look at my screen name. Just the last 4 words.
Trini King Miz.
All right.
It's an M, guys. An M-I-Z-Z. K.
Yes, M-I-Z-Z.
I would never.
All right. Now that we got that going and situated, welcome to Pandagasms, y'all. Hey, hi. Shout out to everybody that is watching. Please make sure to share the live. Tell a friend that we are here to talk. You have your lovely hyper hostess Panda. Lovely co-host Big Hat.
Ow! What on my nose? What's wrong with you? Yo. And then crazy ass Nettie boo. Nettie, fucking crazy ass. Fucking up my nose.
Make sure wherever you're watching from, drop a comment. Drop a comment to let us know you're watching. Say hey, don't be shy. We don't bite.
Lobster. Make sure everybody saw my lobster.
Your lobster earrings.
That's a lobster. Okay.
Did y'all see Big Cat's lobster earrings? She wanted to show that off to you guys. Did you all see that?
Gang.
Yeah.
Gang.
Y'all want? Oh wait, our lovely guest. We're about to pop his cherry tonight, Mr. Miz.
Oh, I love that. Hey, what up? I'm happy to be here.
I almost totally forgot to introduce our guest of the night. And we are so happy to have you here. Give us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I was born in Trinidad. I've been living in Dorchester for almost 33 years now.
You're American.
30. I was born in Trinidad. Just because I talk with English Accent don't mean I can't pull out the Trinidad accent anytime, girl. I stay locked and loaded. But
As you should.
no. Single, hardworking man. Yeah, I do radio show every Wednesday. Catch my radio show, The Smoke Sesh, with my
Where?
co-host. At Spark FM. You already
Yay,
know. I'll get into it. I'm getting to it. We got a bigger. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Got the Spark FM.
I gotta get a hat. I gotta get a hat. I need a hat.
I got a big.
All I have is the lighters.
You need a hat.
I need a hat.
A lighter.
Listen,
I'm gonna hit a boss
hold on,
lady.
hold on. So you have a co-host. Who's your co-host?
So my co-host Panda, and
on Wednesday
there's
night?
another
There's
Panda.
another panda at the radio station.
Another
There's
Panda.
2 pandas
Yes.
at the radio station. It's
Yes,
me and
yep.
another one.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there's 2
Yeah.
of us. It's
And then
so
there's my boy, DJ Potential. So it's us 3 every Wednesday, 7 to 9. Spark FM. Make sure you guys tap in whenever you guys can. But it sucks because I hear y'all do y'all show on Wednesday too. So it's like,
That's okay because it's on YouTube, so you can always catch it after.
I love that. I love that.
There's no excuse as to why you can't watch the show. It's here. It's on the platforms, so you can.
I did subscribe.
Yay to subscribing!
I did subscribe.
And then
I love the videos.
Thank you. And then some people just like to listen, so it's on SoundCloud too. If you just want to listen to it and feel like you're driving and you can't watch, safety first.
So what's the theme of
Absolutely.
your show?
So we talk celebrity news, we do Reddit reads, we do a little politics, not too much, just then we have like a question of the day. So like whatever the hottest celebrity news is going on, some of the funniest Reddit reads, the controversial stuff, anything that's controversial, anything that's trending week to week, you know what I'm saying? We'll touch on it and stuff like that.
Ooh, I like question of the day. I have a question of the day.
Here we go.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Go.
But this is who you are.
Dang. So my question of the day is light. I love karaoke. If you guys don't know, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Usher, you don't have to call.
Let me hear a little something.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely
Let me hear a
not.
little something.
No,
Your favorite part to perform.
No, the beginning, the situation part. I just know how to. I know how to. I know how to say it. No, catch. Let's go out. Grab some drinks. We gotta go out.
There's celebrations.
That's why we need the
With the
karaoke
guys.
machine.
Celebrations is with the guys.
Listen, I be making them out
Oh,
as I go
Lord.
along.
All right, what's your
Majority of
favorite
the time.
It was my question. I'm
Well,
last.
she's asking you.
Answer.
But I'm last.
Oh, you
Why
last?
you gotta be last?
I can't even think of one. I'm sitting
First of all,
here.
I don't do karaoke. But the one time that I did Miley Cyrus End of the Night.
I think that's
Ooh.
what.
Yeah, I think it was End of the Night.
I was about to say you did it though.
Once, don't.
Was that your one and done?
That was with you.
Yeah, but was that your one and done?
With you. I do not do karaoke.
Will you do it again?
I enjoy it. I pump people up. I
Yeah,
get them
I'm
hype.
good at that.
I'm a hype man. I'm not
I'm
a.
definitely good
I'm
at
a
pumping
Kelly.
people up.
I'm a Kelly Rowland. Yes, she can sing, but she ain't the lead. That's me.
So if I needed you to come
back
hit
up?
my ad libs, would you do it?
Absolutely. I'm all about the ad libs.
Word.
I
Right.
grew up all on the ad libs. I
Right.
don't want to be Beyonce ever in my life. Make me a Kelly or a Michelle, and I'm very happy.
So if I did Tyrone, you would hit my call.
Yep.
Yay!
I like it. In the background doing all the dances. I like it. I don't know.
Your go-to or one you would like to perform? Because this came from
Yeah, end of this.
A
end
song
of,
I would like to
end of
perform.
night or end of summer, whatever the song was.
I don't even know.
Come on, if you was to really get up there and sing something, what would? Because for me, it's either Miley or Mary J. Those are my two.
It would definitely be a
That's a good
soca
one.
song. That's why I need somebody to put together a soca karaoke. And no, I don't want to do it.
Ahsoka karaoke. Guys.
Seriously, somebody do it.
Can
One
you
of
be
you guys.
American for a moment?
No, I don't know how to do that. What? How do I do that?
what?
Can you be American for a moment?
You want me to find an American song? That
Yes.
makes it even harder.
Wow. So Amanda has nothing for your
Not
for
for
your answer.
not for American song.
So like I said, this question came from a song that I would like to do karaoke.
Mhm.
Mhm.
On it and with I don't know. But when I do karaoke, I don't just stand up there and sing. I'll be performing. Like
Oh,
I am
girl.
the artist.
Okay.
She
when I
do.
do karaoke.
She does
She's
perform.
all of Beyonce
I'm
and
going
them.
to BPW by Jasmine Sullivan.
What BPW?
Yeah,
What's
best
that?
pussy in the world.
Oh, I know that song.
I want to do that.
I didn't know it was abbreviated.
The title,
I just know the song. I didn't know the name was the
Lord,
chorus.
the heathens that I have beside me, Lord,
Let's
I
be
am
grateful for
asking
them.
you to protect us. Okay, this is a PK heathen. Okay. And this is a non-PK heathen. God, I'm asking you to protect us all. Fools and non-fools, okay?
Let me tell you something. I tell people this all the time. If my mom is a minister and she's been praying to God all my life, and she ain't been able to get an answered prayer yet, I don't think y'all should start either.
She did get an answer prayer. That's why you
I'm the answer. I'm the
This is why you
answer.
are where you at. This is with the prayers.
Probably.
This is with my prayers. You do realize that, right?
This
Because Lord, could y'all imagine?
We're going to
It doesn't matter.
Look at his face. He's like, I'm a
No.
No, y'all are good. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. I'm good.
I told him to watch the show so he can be prepared. So if he didn't do that, that's
Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
we
I'm good.
about to dive in.
All right, one last question. What's your sign?
What's up?
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra. Libra.
Oh,
I love Libras. So, in my opinion,
Mm.
Libras are the #1 zodiac sign because of how balanced you guys are. Because you guys really try to think things through. You're crazy, but you really try to think things through.
For others.
After that, I don't know what sign comes next. But for me, because of how balanced you guys are, for me personally as a Capricorn, Libra is #1 thing Capricorn. That's just.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I didn't say
I don't really have a.
I said Libra.
I know. I heard you. No, I'm just saying. I appreciate that. I speak for all
All
these.
right. Oh,
But I mean, I don't really have a.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Okay, I'm over it. Y'all suck. Okay, just had to get it out.
Yes, we about to dive in.
Guys, I'm loving the podcast this host aired. I love when she twists it up. Okay,
Oh
sorry.
my gosh.
Go ahead.
I'm going.
It looks good that way. It does look good. It's fire. It's fire.
Thank you. I had petals, but then I took them down. But anyway, first topic,
Let's
Mr.
talk.
Miz. We're acquaintances for years now. You know, Boston is a small city town, so we have a lot of mutual friends.
The
So
town.
That's how we know each other. We have a lot of mutual friends in a lot of the same circles. And we both work at the radio station.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
but
sir.
he made a post a while ago when I sent it to you guys in a group chat about, I don't know if this is how he felt or if he just agreed with it or just wanted for conversation. However, the post was basically saying that people that are in 2-parent households are better to date or a better option of dating.
Let me. I'll quote it for you. The girl says she grew up. She was raised by her mother. She found it better to find a guy that was raised by both parents. That's what she was pretty much saying. Vice versa, a single parent household.
Lies.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do you want to go first or do you want us to go first?
Lies.
This is your topic.
No, well, okay. So my thing is, we all have different experiences in this world. Who we date.
There goes the
our
Libra.
interactions
Come
with
on,
people.
Libra.
Yeah,
I
who
know,
we
I'm
date,
sorry.
the people who we interact with. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna have like different experiences. You're gonna have different walks through life with the people that you interact with. So I feel like the reason why she made that post was, she probably dated single men, depending whether she was raised, she didn't, so she wasn't raised by her father, she was raised by her mother. But maybe she just found it better to, she probably just had bad experiences with single men. I'm not speaking for her. I'm only speaking for me. The reason why I agreed with her was because I actually dated a girl that was raised in a single parent household. I experienced what it was like. I'm not going to go in within all the ins and outs, but it definitely wasn't something that I was accustomed to, because I was raised by both my parents. I was raised with a lot of love. Our village, you know what I'm saying, especially on my mother's side of the family, even on my father's side of the family too, but a little bit more on my mother's side of the family, was raised with a lot of love. And, you know what I'm saying, a lot of discipline, a lot of structure, you know what I'm saying? So when I dated the girl that was, single parent household, it was very challenging. Then I dated another girl. She was raised with both parents, but it didn't seem like it still wasn't like the way what I was accustomed to. So that didn't work out. But so for me, it was kind of like a single parent household to keep it a buck with you. So then after those two relationships, I took some time off. I went back to back. That's always a bad decision to going back to back from relationships. I could speak from firsthand experience. I took a nice 3, 4, 5 year hiatus, had to, regroup and, figure out what I want to do. I just set some goals for myself. Then I really told myself I want to try to meet somebody. I want to try something new. I want to see if I could find somebody who grew up with love and grew up in a double parent household, mother and father. I did find that. It was wonderful. We got like far as like I told myself like, yo, I would marry this girl one day. Unfortunately, that went downhill. And so it just goes to show you that you are what you said at first. It could be lies because it doesn't matter if it's a single parent household or both parent household. It's all about the person's mindset. You know what I'm saying? Just because you grew up, because I have friends that grew up with just their mother, but she was like she ruled with an iron fist. Both of them are married to this day. One of them have, one of their twins. One of them have multiple kids, like 3, 4. The other one, they don't want to have kids, but they're both married in their relationship and they're doing wonderful. So it doesn't matter if you grew up in a single parent household or double parent household. I guess for me, the reason why I agreed is because that was something I pretty much told myself. I wanted to experience what it would be like to see if I could find someone that I didn't really have to teach her about love. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't have to. She just caught on to it, like it just latched on. The other two relationships, it was like they got a whiff of it and they're like, oh my God, I don't want to share you with nobody else. Like, oh my God, they had a problem with me with my friends. They had a problem with me going out with my friends. It was a strain. It was a struggle. But yeah, so that is my 401. I'll listen to you guys' opinions on it now.
I have questions before I give
Okay,
my
absolutely. Absolutely.
And I know you said you didn't want to get too deep into them, but are we allowed to ask some questions about those relationships?
Absolutely.
All right. So
why not? Why not? Yeah.
When you dated the young lady that was from the absent parent household, what was it that struck out the most to you, that questioned, that made you be like, I don't think I want to do this again?
Easy. She was so much for self. My business was her business. Her business was her business. She went ahead and she did home buyers course on her own. She didn't even tell me that's what she was doing. She just came home with a certificate one day, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? She would go through my mail. She knew how much I would make. I didn't have a problem with that. I never knew it. To this day, I can't tell you how much that girl made. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, her, well, this ain't got nothing to do with it. But well, it actually does have a lot to do with it. Her communication skills was trash, was horrid. It was putrid. it was disgusting.
Ms. What was her zodiac sign?
Ooh, dang. I don't want to throw underneath the bus
because
like
you do realize that some of these things matter because certain signs
Absolutely.
match better with other signs. So what was
But
her
I'll tell you this right now. I will never put zodiac sign above how you were raised. I would never do that. There are some certain factors, but no matter what we discuss, I would never put zodiac sign above the product of your environment, how you were raised. Listen, okay, because I was disciplined a lot. I got beatings to be nice. I had to share. Like if I go down to the store, get my little chicken cutlet basket, and my sisters was like, like let me get some. I'm like, no, I don't want to share with you. They would go tell. I would go get an ass whooping, and then I would have to share. So you know what I'm saying? We couldn't raise our foot. You can't stomp away. You can't roll your eyes.
As a baby,
you know
I didn't have those problems. Nope, as a baby, I didn't have those problems.
Let the man finish.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I was a little rebel. You know, boys are different. Boys are different. I'll tell you that. Boys are we're a little bit more wilder.
Wait. Pause.
Okay.
You had to share even being the baby. Who was you sharing with?
We are Caribbean.
Who was you sharing with? It doesn't matter.
It's the chain of thought. So say, like you said, if I went to the store and I didn't come back with stuff for everyone.
No, that makes sense.
But nobody wanted my stuff. I'm the last girl.
All right, okay. That's what I mean. Like yeah,
most of the stuff you say,
come for something for everybody.
I was raised the same way. A lot of the stuff he is saying,
my food.
No, we didn't operate like that. We don't operate like that. So maybe it ain't even about how many people in the house, and it might be a culture thing.
It might be
Yeah,
because
oh, no.
my American side, my mom didn't make me share with nobody.
Oh, well, that was nice. Well, that was nice. Shit, yeah, we had to share, boy. We
So
had to
continue
share.
going.
So with me saying that, even though I feel like you're a product of your environment, I wouldn't have put it above any zodiac sign. She was a Leo, and so I'll say that she was a Leo.
You're very selfish. Go ahead.
hmm So that those were the things that stood out to me. She was very selfish, very closed off. She didn't know how to communicate. I try to do things where we could try to communicate with one another. The communication skills just wasn't there.
Yep.
Um,
Sounds
so
about right.
it just it's but then when you look down and then you look into the family history about things and you see how the parents communicated with one another, I could just see where I can see how where it stemmed from a little bit.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
May I ask a question, Ms.? The zodiac
Yes,
sign that
absolutely.
was easier for you, what was their zodiac sign?
All three of the girls.
Yeah. So you said
So the
one
first
was
one was a Leo.
Yep.
Leo. The second one was a Capricorn, and the third one was Scorpio.
How was
Scorpio.
the second one?
Which one was the easiest one out of the three?
Easiest, like how, like in terms
Like
of how?
communication wise, relating wise, you can understand each other.
Probably the last one. The last one.
Scorpio.
Yeah,
Really?
probably the last one. Yeah, and then it just with the Capricorn, we had a lot of fun together. We used to go to Unity together. We used to dance it. We used to have a lot of fun. But when it came down to try to talking, it was just like closed off. So what I didn't do with the first one, what I try to do with the second one, every week I tried to like sit down. Let's talk about how the week went, what we liked, what we didn't like. Was there something that bothered you? Did you like it? No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. All right, for the first couple months that was acceptable, but then after like 4 or 5 months, I was just like, nah, come on now. It can't. We was together for 3 years. We were together for a long time. I think what put a lot of strain on that too, which was very unfortunate. I'll be honest. I think this is what really put a strain on it. Her father ended up having a massive stroke. Massive, like the right side of his face was like drooping. Like it was really bad. And she didn't for like almost half the year. She didn't want to be sexual. So I was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with that. I wanted to, I really loved her. But after like 6 months, I'm like, all right, baby, like, I don't want to put pressure on you, but you know what I'm saying? Can a brother get a hall pass? No, I didn't say that.
He said, can I get a hall pass?
They mean they want to give me some or I'm going to go out here, one to the other. I mean.
And in hindsight, looking back, like that, I felt wrong. Like I was trained to like things like that. I don't walk away from relationships. I stick it through. Even my mother told me, she's like, "Oh boy, the Lord didn't give me patience to stick it through." Because she's like, she said she would have left. You know what I'm saying? But and I love the realism, and I really should have left. But I mean, dang, it was kind of crazy.
When you're younger,
I was younger. I wasn't as wise as I am now. But I just took a little bit of everything and put it together now. But the reason why I say the Scorpio is because that love that I described, because she kind of came from that love. So she was fine. She was good. We communicated in the beginning on an awesome level, but just right place, wrong time. Everything was just right place, wrong time. And so I'm just like, let me step back. And
I don't believe in that. That's not the conversation.
Wait, why? Why don't you believe in it?
I don't believe
right
in
place, wrong time, right person, wrong time. You don't?
If you're both single, it's called effort. You make it. If you don't want to, then it won't work.
But usually when it's the wrong time, it's usually because someone's in a relationship.
Right. That's what I just said. If y'all are both single,
then that's something different. You can make it work. Yeah.
You put effort.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Why you disagree? Why do you disagree?
But which part?
But we would be switching the conversation.
No, but it'll be quick. Which one you agree?
I disagree with if you're both single, then you make it work. But when I consider right place, wrong time, it can be a number of things that are wrong, that are wrong for you to be in a relationship right now, and it may not even be your connection with that person. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times where we need to step back and work on ourselves.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Then that's the thing. But I feel like if you're a healed person and you're ready for a relationship,
we're talking young. We're only
men always act like they're ready.
We didn't put a timing on. We didn't put an age frame. Okay. So I'm thinking now as mature adults.
now I've matured
Okay,
up. But he just said that he was young. They was young.
Yeah, at that time with the which one with the Capricorn?
No, we're not
Wrong
gonna change
time,
it. We're
wrong
not gonna
place.
change it. Wrong time, wrong place in general.
Wrong time, wrong place in general. I believe it. You don't believe it? Why don't you believe in that? That is
I just
I
told you why.
believe it too.
I just told you why.
She doesn't
Okay.
believe it.
I believe right place, wrong time.
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
I believe it.
Even as a mature adult, and I feel that way as a mature adult because looking back, I never considered. I'm not gonna say I never considered, but you know, when you grow and evolve as a person, for me, I'm going to constantly be growing and evolving as a person. I don't see myself stopping.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I am now in a better place to be like, yo, you're an amazing person. We have an amazing connection, but there's something that I need to get done that will interfere with this right here. If we can come back, then we can come back. But right now, I need to be doing this. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with us. This needs to be addressed and I can't do it together.
You would break my heart.
That's
And I wouldn't come back
strange.
to you.
Yeah, because
I
it's
wouldn't.
like,
Why can't we make it work? We're
Why
already in
can't
a
we
relationship.
still?
What's
Why
the
can't
problem?
we still continue
Why can't
doing
we
what
find a
we're doing? Why
solution?
you work on it? Learn how to multitask.
Yeah,
That's
multitask.
your problem, not mine.
I never
And so
said
when
it
I
was
don't
your-
come back
I
around,
literally said
when I
it's
don't
not
come
my
back
problem.
around to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't
Hold
come
on.
back to me.
Hold on.
So many come back around. I don't want to hear the shit.
This is why I said in the beginning, as a healed person or
Mhm.
a person going through like the healing process, where you're able to have that balance, you're able to have that communication, that transparency, that effort.
She's healed and she still
You
said
know what I'm
no.
saying?
But I feel like I don't see being a healed person as like a final place.
No, that's
Like
why I said
we're
a person
constantly
healed,
moving
like
on.
in a
Yeah.
place of healing. So if a life event happens, it's life. We work through it together.
Yeah.
You're already in the relationship. So we're gonna end this because life happened.
That's every day.
That's every day. Life is always gonna
So
happen.
every time
so
something
every
happens,
time
you're gonna put
something
me on
happens,
hold?
you're gonna put me on the
That's
back
bullshit.
burner?
Not every time.
That's
But you
wild.
feel like
But it's up to you to decide, oh, I can't handle all of this. So I gotta leave you till I figure out this and then come back.
Yeah.
What?
You know how many times I
That's
wanted to
not
cut
a
off the
person.
world after
No.
dealing with what I
That's
was dealing
to
with,
me,
but I
I
made
understand your
sure.
point, but to me,
I made sure I reached out to her. Y'all respond. Even if it's 2 weeks later, I respond to y'all. I make sure that I respond. Like, you can't cut people off that you really care about
But we're
just
also
because
not
life
in
is
a
happening.
romantic relationship.
But even if we were,
Right. But I treat
life
people
is happening.
consistently.
Even I'm gonna tell you, listen, life is happening. Give me a day or two. Still check in. I'm gonna still respond. I'm not gonna completely just cut you off because life is happening. Life happens every day.
But I'm not saying
I'm not coming back. Though.
But I'm not saying cut you off. Like that feels very, very final. I'm not saying cut you off. I'm saying I don't have the capacity to be involved in this romantic relationship because I need to deal with this.
You broke up with me.
If we can come
Yeah.
back
You
here
broke up with me.
when this
Thank
is
you,
done,
You broke up with me.
essentially.
Yeah. We're done.
Why can't we handle this
We
together?
can handle this together. You broke up with me.
Why you need to do this alone? I
I
thought
get
we
it.
was a partnership.
I
I thought
get
we
it.
were a team.
But
You're
we're gonna
fake
have
as
to-
fuck,
So,
and I'm not
get ice
coming
cream.
back.
You can come get ice
So we're
cream.
gonna circle back and bring it back to the topic that we were discussing, the two-parent household relationships. Now,
How do you feel about Amanda?
I agree with what he ended with, his conclusion that it doesn't really matter if you have two-parent household or not. It
Mhm.
really is up to the individual.
Okay.
So for me, after the age of 30, you have a fully developed brain. The choices that you are
Thank
making, you
Are
know what
yours
you're doing.
alone.
You know what you're doing. You know, so I don't care what household you came from. The sign comes second after your character, because to me, in my head, it doesn't matter what sign you are. You know right from wrong. You know how to treat people. You should know how to communicate. You're over the age of 30. At this point, there's no excuses for piss poor behavior. I don't care what sign you are. You know what I mean? So your character comes first, then your sign. Because when I get to see what you're doing, I'm like, that makes sense. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, when you know better, you do better.
Boom.
How old are you?
Boom.
What are we doing?
Boom.
Mhm.
At 41, I'm not
Boom.
taking like a lot of the nonsense. When I was younger, I would make excuses.
20s, 30s,
you know, try to
who
make
cares?
excuses for people, this, that, and the third. There's no excuses now. You know better, you do better. We'll have one conversation about it. And honestly, at this point, I don't even think we should have to have a conversation because you should just know once you get to know me what you should and shouldn't be doing.
No, conversations are good.
To an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Depending how long we known each other and things like that. Like if we're just learning,
But if people change every 5 to 7, conversations are good.
Yes, people will change, but as we're evolving, you would notice those changes. Those conversations will be being had during the process.
But you know, men are slow, so sometimes you got to make it clear to them.
So this is when you know
I agree with that.
Point B,
However,
point C, point D.
right, and when you're growing with the person, you know them, so you know when to do what with that person. You know what I mean? So, at this age, and honestly, I never even thought about this until earlier this year. I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and she was like, I don't date men that don't come from a 2-parent household. And that hit me. I was like, ooh. And I was like, damn, I wonder if people be thinking
I feel like that's racist.
that.
I feel like that's racist and prejudice.
And I was like, damn, I feel like I wonder if people be thinking about me like that. Even though, you know, you're not supposed to toot your own horn, I think I'm dope as fuck. You know what I mean? I think I'm dope as fuck. I was raised by my mom. Yes, my dad was involved, but it was just my mom in the house. I know a lot about love. I'm a walking ball of love. Sometimes people can't take it because it's too much. So it's just like, I don't know. And I run an absent parent household, and my kids get sick of the love I give them. So again, it's like, for people to really be living that thought process, I get it, because a lot of people feel that if someone is in a 2-parent household, they're being full of love. You know how many toxic relationships are out there?
Bullshit.
Think about watching the Caribbean household. There be the man and the woman, and the man have 7 kids with his wife, and the child be like 2, and they've been married for 20 years. How is that healthy?
Thank you.
You want your girlfriend to come from a house of horning so you could go out there and do all of this? Y'all have children.
But at least it was a 2-parent home, right?
So I just can't.
I'm just saying,
I can't process that. I can't process that.
That's a great point.
Parents in the house, because that father could be beating her backside. Now your girl thinks if you're not beating me, you don't love me.
Boom.
You know
I would say this.
when
I feel like, don't stop at 2-parent household. When you think of when I think of 2-parent household, I need to divulge what is going on
in the 2-parent household. Good.
Because we all learned that there's a lot of people that stay together because it's cheaper to keep her.
And they suffer in
so
silence.
with that said, is that the household that you want somebody to be dating? Like for me, personally, coming from a 2-parent household that transitioned into a single-parent household, I will say that I don't think it would have been good either way. Single or them together. It just didn't work. It was what it was. It was what it was. But for me, instead of being that negative side of it, I want to, whoever I'm with, they get so much love. They like, what? And I'm like, yeah, hi. Couldn't give it to my parents. Here you are. Now you're getting it. Ta-da! It's like, I want to give, but at the same time, it's like I've learned from being burned so many times, surprisingly, usually from a single parent household, which is crazy. But I've learned from being burned so many times that I have to really pick and choose who I give that to, because I want to give it to everyone because I felt like I didn't get it, but everyone doesn't deserve it. So that's my point.
Can I make a quick point real fast?
Absolutely.
I love what you said, Amanda, about when you're over 30, a lot of that stuff is like learned behavior. I'll say this. If I've dealt with a couple of girls who didn't come from love, right? And for me, I'm hands on. I want to touch, I want to rub, I want to caress, I want to cuddle. You know what I'm saying? I'm very affectionate. It's crazy. So I think I was dealing with one girl, and I know she came from she wasn't my girlfriend, but it's just somebody I was just dealing with, and she didn't. I don't really want to say I just leave it at she didn't come from a love, and the fact that I was giving her so much affection, I felt like she told me she wasn't reciprocating it very well. You know what I'm saying? She just felt like very weird. She felt very awkward. She felt I was doing too much. And then like a couple of years like later on, she kind of spun the block and she was like, yo, she wanted to touch on that. She wanted to like apologize to me because she was just like, you know what? I just didn't know how to receive that type of love or whatever the case may be. So I want to just touch on like sometimes it's really hard to learn love. It might be easy for some folks, but folks that haven't really grown up with it, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I work with DYS kids. And so I have privy to their information and stuff. It's really sad sometimes when you just think of how some of them grow up. It really is disheartening.
A
That
lot of them
no
just
kid
really just need a hug. Literally. Just need a hug and for someone to say, I love you, I support you, and you're safe. It's so crazy. Because I know somebody who worked with DFS, but go ahead. Nadja, how do you feel about the thought?
Wait, were you done with yours?
Yes, I just wanted to touch on that. Like the love is really it's easier said than done. Just with that, I'm just gonna use that character. It is hard to love if you haven't. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Right. Let me cuddle you. Let me teach you about the nap life. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the nap life. But go ahead.
No, I agree with. I don't believe. I agree with character over zodiac sign.
Okay.
Absolutely. I agree that it doesn't matter whether you come from a single parent household or a multi-parent household, or you had 2 or 4 or 5 parents in the household. It is your character. It's what you absorb from everything that you experience in life. So inside your household, when you're at school, when you're outside with your friends, experiences that you've gone through, they all play a part. In reference to a certain age, I feel like, just like I said, experience. So if I get to 35 and it's something that I've never experienced before, to say that, like to have no patience and be like, you're 35, you have a fully developed brain, you should fucking know this shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's unfair because a lot of things come with experience.
But again, when you're in a relationship, you're learning this person. So after a certain time frame,
I'm gonna cut right in the middle. I'm gonna say this: at 35, if you didn't know how to fuck, you're gonna do your research. You're gonna do your research to learn how to fuck, right? So with that said,
that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Pause. If you don't know how to do yoga, and that's important to you, you're gonna do your research. You're gonna get on YouTube and learn how to do yoga, right? Cool. So if love is important to you, you're going to do your research, you're going to spend your time, you're going to read the books, and you're going to invest the time. I'm tired of people saying, oh, I didn't grow up with it, I didn't know it. We're in the age of where you have access to every fucking thing that you need. Learn it. You learn how to put a condom on, you learn how to fuck, you learn how to not have a baby.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me that I can adequately learn how to love from a textbook?
That will start your train of thought, and if you're really ready to learn, the person that you're with will work with you. But if you're not ready to learn, and you're just saying, well, I'm 35 and I never learned it, so
but that was
fuck you, bye. I'm with Panda.
That wasn't the statement. I was responding to Panda saying, at a certain age, your brain is fully developed.
It is.
And if you don't know these things, then basically I'm not dealing with that. And
no, that's not what I said.
So repeat it for me.
I said, when you're in a relationship and you're learning someone, after a certain time with them, you should know better.
That wasn't the reference to the
No, not that statement about the 30, over the 30.
About the 30.
After 25,
your brain is
fully developed. So there are things that you should know better than.
Yes. Right. So what I'm saying is a lot of things come with experience, though. Right. So if by 35 I haven't experienced it, I should just automatically know better. Because
again, there are some things you should.
Yes, because do you live in a cave? Do you not have friends? Do you not have people that tell you about their life experiences?
I could know.
So for me, when I say something like that, it's just common decency and respect.
Yeah, common decency and respect, but that's not what we're talking about.
So that's what I meant when I say something like that.
She meant baseline.
Yeah. So for me, after a certain age, there's just certain things I'm not dealing with. If you don't have common decency and respect, I'm out of here.
Like living in New England, and you have a motorcycle as opposed to a car. Why? Why?
Because I want a
No, it's New England and we deal with snow.
Sorry, I didn't read
No.
the book of New England. To
I'm
know
sorry, that
I
just don't
should
make
have a
no sense to
motorcycle.
me.
I still want a motorcycle, and I'm 41, and I'm scared to
But you
ride
have
by
a
myself.
vehicle, but you have a car. You
No, we
know.
also live in a big city where there's a bus
And
Uber.
okay, but then to turn around and say you don't like to drive, you don't like to Uber, and you don't want to take buses.
That person has a personal problem,
Thank
and I
you.
think we just shouldn't communicate. with
Thank
them
you.
anymore.
That's why I cut him
That
off. That's why I cut him off.
It was.
That was a terrible example.
Maddie, go ahead, finish.
Clarification. So your statement about fully developed brain at a certain age
Mhm.
was more reference to common courtesies
Yeah,
and just common decency. as a
basic.
person.
which a lot of people don't have common sense.
Big,
So.
Alright.
I can't say common sense because, like you said, they don't have that,
Mhm.
and common sense isn't common to everybody. Depending
Yeah,
on
but
what-
So
just
common
like
sense and common
common
decency don't go
Yes.
together.
No,
Oh,
they don't.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, common sense and common decency are not friends.
Which
They
is
don't
so
go hand
sad.
in hand.
Which
They
is
don't
so
have the
sad.
equal side.
I feel like after
what
the
is it?
2000s.
Give me examples of decency versus sense.
All right. Decency would be.
If you got one, Miss, come on, give it.
So decency would be.
Okay.
Wait. He
You
got
have
one.
one?
You
Go
got
ahead,
one?
Go ahead,
No,
Miss.
I was gonna say common sense is I'm not gonna go walk into the road when there's ongoing traffic. You know what I'm saying? Common decency is like, hey, I see this girl coming out the door, coming out of the store. Let me hold that door for her. You know what I'm saying?
So that is a perfect example, right? Because I see someone coming out the door. Let me
Hold the door for them.
them,
No.
right? I feel like
I ain't holding it.
we, as decent people, you know, growing up the way that we've grown up, that would be decency. But I also feel like there's people out there that
Love, hold on.
And that's fine.
If there's an older woman walking with a cane, you're not gonna hold the door for
and
her.
it's not even like, oh,
If
fuck
she's
that
wrong
woman.
in
let me
the past, Miss, no.
It's not even like fuck that woman. It's just I don't see that woman, right? I didn't grow up having to
She
be,
black or white, Miss.
I didn't grow up having to be, or I haven't experienced needing to be that aware of my surroundings, right?
Because
I'm in
there
my
are a lot
own
of
bubble,
people.
and I don't even see that woman with the cane. I don't see the woman struggling across the street with her grocery bags falling.
Okay.
And that's why I'm walking past her, not because I'm mad, not because I'm rude,
You just
not
see
because
it.
I need anything. It just wasn't.
So this is what I mean when I say common sense, because we grew up with awareness. Awareness is common sense to me. You look around, yes, you look around, you make sure no one's coming behind you before you let the door go. Nowadays, common sense don't mean that. It's all generational to me. It's all generational to me. It really is. Common sense and common decency changes from each generation. I'm sorry.
I have to think about that.
Because these young kids don't think to hold the door for you. They don't give a fuck. They out the door and they going about their business.
We got to come back to that one.
Okay,
Because
because
my
I
son
definitely
will.
teach
He's
my
only
children that.
4.
Look at who you are. Look at who you are. We are in a generation where we still have common sense, so we
And
teach
there's
our
a lot of
children
people-
common
And
sense.
there's a lot of people that are in this generation from our generation having children that should still be teaching that concept. If they aren't or not, that's a whole nother.
And I want to
conversation
say
for another day.
70% of them are. It's after our generation that's not teaching that. This is why I'm like, it depends on who you're talking to in each generation.
And growth. So let's say, right, Keisha walked past the woman that was struggling, right? She ran into Panda, and Panda said, "Why didn't you help that lady?" Keisha said, "Oh shit, I didn't even see that lady. You just
I was
taught
in my
Keisha
own
a
world."
lesson." Now Keisha is going to remember that she missed that
No, she ain't.
opportunity.
She might. She really ain't. She
She's
really
going,
ain't.
and I'm
Go
just
ahead, let her
speaking
finish
to
so
my
we can
point
wrap this
of
up.
having a fully developed brain, but still needing life experiences to teach you things.
Of course you do.
You get what I'm saying?
Of course you do.
But even things that are considered
Common sense.
decency.
And common decency, both.
You see what I'm saying?
So now at where I am at this age, if I was to observe something like that, that person could not be in my life.
Boom.
Peace. Self-perseverance. Isn't that what you say all the time? Protecting
And
peace,
protecting your
self-perseverance,
peace.
and all of that. So because I am self-aware of my surroundings, and if I was to say
and we
that-
know to look back before we walk through,
and
finish
if I
walking through the
see
door.
a human being not practicing human decency amongst others,
Boom.
guess what? I want nothing to do with them. and my life is still going to continue the way it is.
And they can continue on with
With
the
their
generations
own-
that are used to their shit.
And that problem
We
is
ain't
solved.
dealing with it. We all, because back in our day,
Because you know how solution driven I am. I'd be like, yeah,
because back in our day,
leaving is a great option at all times.
boom,
Because you don't have to
separating
stay anywhere
yourself.
you don't want to
We're
be.
at the age where we don't have to be anywhere. We got
Right.
cars, we got Ubers, we got buses,
You don't
we
have
got
to entertain
trains.
it. And I'm not.
Boom, don't do that.
She did
Have
it.
a car.
She did it.
Have a car.
So I think we're all on the same page that we agree two-parent household doesn't really matter.
No.
We need people to say something in the comments. We got everything
Right.
going
Somebody
on.
said Jamie
Right.
cut up a lot.
Gene only represented the Libras and
Come
then
on.
disappeared. Like,
I
what
know
the
y'all
fuck?
got something to say about two-parent household. This is 2024. Ain't nothing traditional no
Boom.
more. Because even
Can you put the comment? Can you put the comment? Can you put it up?
which one? Oh, you can't see
I don't
them?
know. No, I can't see them. Libra gang. Hey, Libra gang. Okay. Okay. Right. All
I
right.
thought you
all
could
right.
see them.
You didn't even
My
get
bad.
to read it.
Michael said, damn, you
It's
cutting
okay,
a
it's
lot of
okay.
problematic men out with that minimum criteria. Ooh, what minimum criteria, Michael? I know you still watching, so talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got 15 minutes left, and I want to touch on our second topic
What was the second one?
before we get out of here. The second topic was the video that we posted on our page of the couple with the young lady, which is the girlfriend, was, to me, it appeared that she was fed up with the boyfriend's mother.
Oh, yes.
The mother walked in the house. Let me see my grandson. Let me see my grandson. This is her boyfriend's mother. Let's keep in mind it's the boyfriend's mother. I want to see my grandson. I want to see my grandson. Which the girlfriend said to her, my other child is in the room asleep.
The problem was she brought a gift.
Oh, the gift
For the certain grandchild.
for
not
her
the other one.
grandchild,
Yes.
right? But also her other child was in the room asleep. So it was both those
Two
things.
children.
And backstory, prior to her giving us the story, she said, everybody knows his mama don't like her. The mother doesn't like her. So let's keep that in mind. The
So she
mother
comes in the house.
doesn't like her.
Where's my grandchild? Like, there ain't two children in the house. She has a gift for only the one child that's from her son. And then what happens?
And so when the girlfriend said to her,
There's two children.
there's two children in the house and her child is asleep, I think the mother-in-law said something fresh. And the
Yeah,
girlfriend
like, that's
punched her in
not
the
my
mouth.
that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
my grandchild.
The grandmother said, that's not my grandchild. And that's when the girlfriend punched her in the face.
Yes. Yes.
So now, ladies, gentlemen of the jerky, you're
I
in
don't
a
condone
relationship.
violence.
I don't condone violence either. But let me propose the question.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jerky, you are in a relationship. Your partner punches your parent in the face. Are you staying in the relationship? What are you doing? And Ms., since you are the guest and you're a man, you get to go first.
Oh, you want me to? I was going to say ladies
Absolutely.
first. I was going to say ladies first, but
It's our show. You our guest. This is our topic. Go ahead, boo.
yeah, she would have got cut off that day. She would have to get cut off.
Here's your wife, though.
You wanna go first?
Absolutely.
Really?
We're done.
Even
We're
though-
done.
okay, so go
We're
ahead, I'm listening.
done. First of all, I can only I will speak from my mother. I can't speak on anybody else's. Oh, I can speak on a few people's mothers.
Well, we're speaking
few
of
of
the
my friends' mothers.
situation, not your mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
so-
your mom in particular. The situation.
No, you
situation.
said if I'm with somebody, they punch my mother in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm speaking on my mother. Like my mother
Give
is.
us both scenarios. I guess it don't matter.
It's his mom. It's
Yeah.
his mom.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's my
Go
mom.
ahead.
I can't use I can't use
No,
nothing
you're right.
else.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm
Go ahead.
saying?
Why Greg said he's on the police. I'm done.
I'm not
Go
even gonna
ahead.
entertain Greg. That's why I
Go
love it.
ahead.
Even because I like what she said, because she said if okay, fine, I'll speak on their situation. If I was him, I would run for the hills, because at the end of the day, like you said, even if she don't like you, fine, whatever. There's people that we don't like it as well, so we're gonna go around punching everybody that we don't like in this world. If judging from that story alone, she punched her in the face for the fact that she brought his grandson, because the other child, that's not her grandson. You know what I'm saying? His grandson, she brought him a toy. So she said that she didn't bring him because she didn't bring your other child a toy. You punch her in the face for that? She didn't sit there and say to mother,
is coming in loud and rowdy where you don't live. Have some decency. Don't come in my house hollering. You don't pay no bills up in here. Lower your voice.
I agree with that, but she didn't say that she cussed her out. She didn't sit there and say she called her out of her name. She didn't sit there and say she swung at her first. She didn't sit there and say like she was like getting froggy with her, like, what's up? What do something, do
didn't.
something. She didn't say any of that.
She came in with a gift, and she only had a gift for one of the two children. And
Judging by her story, all she said was she gave her grandson the toy. Why did you get my child a toy? I forgot how it goes, whatever excuse she used, and she punched her in the face after that. Because you didn't get her child a toy, you gonna swing on his mom's? That's his mom's.
So your result is get a divorce. You're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
Even though you're married to this woman and you guys have a child together, you're getting a divorce.
I'll say this. I'll say this. My mother is very respectful. Now, getting out of that situation, my mother is very respectful. So I already know off rip, and I can say this and all like, and anybody that knows my mother could vouch for what I'm saying. You meet my mother, and one of the sweetest women in this world. You wouldn't dare put your hands on her because she's so sweet and loving and inviting. So you wouldn't even want the thought of, even if she probably don't like you, you wouldn't even know. She will embrace you because you're my wife. So she would embrace you. So that's what I'm saying. So it's hard, but I know I would want to get a divorce with that being said, because my mother is just so sweet and so loving. I'm out of there.
Got it.
He said, no, there was more to it. The mom was the antagonist and she kept going. Well, she didn't. Well, I can't go by that. I would have to watch the whole clip, but judging by the clip that we saw from the video y'all post, all she said was she gave her a toy. He didn't have a toy for her child, so she punched her in the face. That's all she said. I'm only going by that.
Because the mom never liked her from the beginning.
Did the mom beat her up in another situation? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. See, then I don't see. Then that's not. I'm out of there. He got to run. I'd run for the hills. She got to go.
All right, so I think it's disrespectful to come into a house with his two children and only bring one gift. Yeah, I agree. Especially if you're being loud and boisterous about it, that's unnecessary, right? It wasn't even like you was trying to slide your grandson a fucking gift and not make the other one feel some type of way. Like you was, where's my grandchild? Where's my grandchild? I only have one grandchild. That shit is so disrespectful to me. Because if your son decided that he was gonna fake like a parent to this other child, then you need to follow suit behind your fucking son and fake like this is your kid too. He chose to take that kid as his own for whatever reason. He's living there and he's making sure that they're both okay. You need to do the same. If you didn't want to bring both children something, give that gift to your son and let him do what he needs to do with it. I just felt like sometimes the mothers be doing too much. They be too overzealous with their son and they just be doing too fucking much. And that's why I'm single. That's all I'm gonna say. With no fucking kids. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you feel like she was right to punch the girl in his mom's in the face?
I don't feel like she was right to punch her in the face because I feel like aggression to that extent is too far, especially with a mother. I would have said, get your mom and get her the fuck out of here. I would have taken my other son and we would have went for a trip or something before I would have punched her in the face. I would have said either you get her out of here or something needs to happen where I don't need to punch her in the face, but she got to go.
That's all I'm saying.
Take her fucking gift and go.
That's all I'm
saying. Take her shit and fucking go. That's what I would have said. That's just me.
Okay.
Mike, is that a fact or you're speculating based off of the response? Let me know.
Oh, Michael, Nettie Boo's talking to you.
Oh, Michael.
Is that
all right? So what is your thought, Nettie?
I go next.
Duh. The last one.
I go next. Give her point of view.
I haven't, but go ahead.
Exactly.
Go. Fine. Panda. Your thoughts now?
Nettie Boo.
Panda.
I can give my
Panda.
I can give my thoughts. So I don't condone violence. Anybody that knows me, I'm not really like a physical person. However, I am a Taurus, right?
Michael came for you, just FYI. Go ahead. No, focus on what you're saying. Focus on what you're saying.
There. So and I say I'm a Taurus to say I feel like I relate very much to the way a bull responds, right? So when you're picking at me, I'm letting a lot go. I'm not going to tear this place up until I've had enough of your fucking picking, and then I'm gonna go all out. I say that to say I'm, for the most part, non-confrontational, right? So there's a lot of rolling my eyes and walking away. taking a deep sigh.
You,
walking
Michael L.
pulling you to the side to say, get your mother out. Pulling you to the side to say, yo, your mother said this, that, and the third. And this is the way I feel about it. There's a lot of that before I get to the point of punching you in the face in my house.
So Nedra's actually
don't put words in my mouth.
Nedra's gonna punch after she done told you and you ain't did that. She punching your mama.
Don't put words
Real
in
quick.
my mouth.
Get ready to call the police on Nettie, okay? Because she punching your mama. She done told you once you ain't do shit. She punching your mama.
No, that's not.
Let me. Can I switch it up for y'all real quick? Since y'all are females, what about your husband punching your father? Let's not go with the mother. Let's leave the mother alone. Your husband punching your father.
Well, first I'm gonna. I can do that. I'll reverse it.
No,
but I'm gonna finish
my dad's old.
I'm gonna finish my thought first. Because you're gonna bring me to a great point, right? Because at this point, I'm a woman.
Yep.
And you're a woman,
yeah.
Right? Everybody is somebody's mother, essentially. Not everybody, but
not me. But yeah.
Right. So take immediate family out of it, right? You're somebody's mother, but you're also a woman. Right?
You're a person.
And if you're gonna come in here and be disrespectful to me
as a person
inside my house as a woman, woman to woman, I have a problem. Right? Again, I'm not a physical person. However, if I've already had these conversations with your son to deal with you in the way that
he hasn't done anything yet,
you're disrespectful, and he hasn't done anything,
you punching her in the
someone
face?
Needs to do something.
So you're punching her.
My response brings us to a physical altercation, I can understand that. I'm not gonna haul off and punch this woman because she said that's not my grandson. I will say, however, if we're at that point, you've disrespected me many a times. I'm tired of the disrespect. My child is sleeping. Take your toy, and when Junior comes to visit you, that's when you can give it to him.
Wait, this is after you punch her or before you punch her?
This is before. Oh, this is before I punch her. Now, if my response, again, non-confrontational person.
What if she says, fuck you?
Response, fuck me.
I brought this gift and I'm giving it to my grandson.
Yep.
And that's what she's saying. You're poking the bear. It'll eventually go to that.
The bear.
But what she's saying, she's taking steps before.
Because fuck me in my house.
Yeah.
I'm eliminating the fact that you're my man's mother. And now you're a woman talking to another woman. I'm going to treat you like a woman. Fuck the fact that you're somebody's mother. Bitch, I'm somebody's mother.
No, I'm here to bring the gift. I don't care about you. I'm here for my son and my grandchild.
And now you're going to get smooth because I just told you to take your gift and leave. My child is sleeping. When Junior comes to visit you, that's when you can give him that one single gift.
You're disrespectful. How do you feel, Panda?
Oh, no, he asked me to reverse it. So do you want
okay, let Panda go first. Yep, let Panda go first.
And then we can reverse it?
Flip it and reverse it. It's your running.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm torn.
You punching her?
I'm non-confrontational. I don't do the violence thing. I'm a person that, I'm definitely gonna talk. I don't like embarrassment. I don't like all of that loudness, that ruckus. So yeah, definitely. As soon as she comes, because as soon as she comes in my house with the noise, I'm looking at my boyfriend like, get your mom. That's one. I'm very territorial with my children.
Okay.
So she ain't coming in with the gift. There's two. If you didn't bring one for both, you can't bring none for none.
Oh, so you stopping her at the door?
At the door.
Okay.
3, your son accepted me. When you take the chicken, you take the chicks.
Thank you.
This is your grandchild.
That's my point.
And if you don't like that, you can't come here. Period. I don't care if your son lives here. You can't come to my house. That's that.
Now, what if the roles were
reversed? Also, I also have a struggle with dating someone whose family doesn't like me because I'm so family oriented. I would not marry someone whose mother doesn't like me. I can't. I can't have a long-term relationship with anyone.
Bingo.
Parents. That's not a healthy relationship. So you have this incest thing going on with your son, and I'm not trying to overstep that. I ain't trying to come in between it.
So because she don't like you, it's incest?
It's whatever. That son mother thing y'all got going on, I'm not trying to get in the middle of that. No. I'm not trying to compete with nobody. I didn't even play sports. I'm not a competitive person. Because as soon as all that Ray, the side eyes, you know what? Y'all can have him. all y'all, the sisters, the mothers, the cousins, the aunts. I don't take all that. I don't like her. What did I do to you? So all of that right there, we wouldn't even had a kid together. So this situation for me would have never even happened.
All right, but pause. Let's reverse it.
But if it did,
say your man punched your dad in the face.
All right. I think that's
Again,
a fair question for y'all.
What if your dad punched
I just
your
answered
man?
again. I'm stuck. I'm stuck because one.
Are you staying or are you leaving? You have to choose one. You have to choose one.
I'm stuck.
This is Pandagasm. You have to choose one. That you put the question on, answer it. You leaving or are you staying?
I'm thinking.
So for me,
All right. Okay.
My answer, I'm gonna give Panda time to think. My answer is because my dad was decrepit. If a man had punched my decrepit dad in the face, I would have to leave him until my dad passed away. And then if I felt like he was in the right, I would go back to him. Like, well, Pops passed, so, and I know he's a dick, so here we are, let's work this out. However, because he was 93, right? If somebody punched him in the face, I would have been like, I have to leave you. But in the 93s, I know you ain't going too much further, so I might be able to wrap back around.
No.
I'm an asshole. Don't listen to me. I'm an asshole.
He don't care about age. He punched him.
Listen,
He did it.
I'm an asshole. Listen, in all honesty, I think I'm right. I would leave him. If I felt like he was right for punching my dad, I would leave him until my dad passed away. And then I would try it again. If I felt like he wasn't right and he just was really tripping and just punched my dad for no reason, then I would leave him and that would just be done. But if he was right, because my dad was a Gemini dickhead, then I would come back around after like 2 years, like Pops passed. So
He's gone. He's gone. He gone. He already done married somebody else.
Talk about this. You know what I mean? Wait, Michael, you always trying to start trouble. What did Michael say?
Hold on, I want to get Lisa's comment out there first. I want to make sure Miss sees it.
All right. Now let's go to Michael. Hold on. What did Michael say? Because Michael, so Big Cap says she's literally with over his dead body. Listen, all I said was I would reconnect after he passed. I didn't say over his dead body. I didn't say that. I just said, So Pops and boyfriend. What's your answer to that?
The same as what I said. There needs to be respect and boundaries, like when you said. There's two men. What was the scenario, right? Did my father overstep his boundaries?
Let's use the same scenario. Let's use the same scenario so we don't have to use it.
So did it get brought a toy of my husband saying, "Hey, yo, this is disrespectful. I need you to leave my house right now." And then my father overstepped boundaries, and my husband protecting his house punched this man in the face.
No, the dad punched. Oh yeah, he would punch your dad.
Yeah, my husband.
If it happened like that, my husband is right. I'm staying.
Exactly.
My husband asked you to leave his house for being disrespectful. You didn't leave, so consequences come from actions. Every action has a consequence.
But that's the same way with the woman.
So if it's a husband,
I don't know if they were married.
They were married.
I don't know if she asked her to leave the house.
That's what I'm saying. We can't say that. She didn't say that. Okay.
Miss, were they married?
I don't know about all I know is she didn't say nothing about leaving the house. She said that she didn't brought a toy for the girl. He didn't buy a toy. Go with that same scenario. Go with that. Not if she asked to leave for the house. None of that. Same scenario.
Yes. If your
leaving your
dad brought a gift only for your baby boy, but you had a little girl too.
There were no de-escalation steps.
Nothing.
No de-escalation.
Just going off of what they said.
I don't know.
If we're going off,
You're leaving your husband.
Yeah. If we're
For
going
punching your dad.
Yes. If we're going off the scenario from Instagram, the way she said it.
Nothing added to it.
Nothing added. No
scenario.
Yes.
We're just saying
if we're going from the situation from Instagram where there was no de-escalation, no conversation, besides the fact my child is sleeping or whatever the situation was, then yes, I would leave my husband, boyfriend, whatever, for hitting my father without trying to de-escalate. I don't care how disrespectful someone is. There's disrespectful people in life, period.
Right.
you know, and if you did absolutely nothing to de-escalate, then yes, I have to leave you because what? But
Like I said, I would be in the lucky category where he was older, so I would have, you know, maybe a year or two, and then I could wrap back around and hope that the situation could work itself out. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, at 93 is
So we gotta find the clip because everybody's saying
his mother wouldn't have accepted that she was in that woman's shoes.
right.
wouldn't accept that issue.
She's saying if the roles were reversed, like if the mom was the girlfriend and the girlfriend was the mom, she wouldn't have accepted it. And I understand that and I agree, but I'm not gonna let another person's actions dictate mine. So I'm not punching my man's mother in the face. He gotta come and get her. He could go with her if he wants, but I'm not hitting her.
Yeah.
I'm not hitting her. And if it was reversed, yes, I would leave if there was no de-escalation process prior to the hit.
So everyone keeps saying that she gave more. So the clip that on your page, it was like really short. So
Just
if
a
there's like
snippet,
another
yeah.
video, we should
There might
actually
be
find
more.
it.
You know how TikTok, you
And
know,
that's
they have
fine.
the whole series of what happened, and
Yeah.
you know, we only gave what we gave. So
Right, but we
what
also
gave,
gave hypotheticals on our live.
Mm.
We also
We did.
gave different scenarios and situations. So if people want to come back to the video where we
Mhm.
dissected it and we
Mhm.
pulled it apart, you know what I mean? We definitely pulled apart the situation with all different types of things. So we get it. Yes, if there was more, I don't mind watching it. I'm gonna go
bow,
look down the rabbit hole.
bow,
and go find it.
bow.
But
Send it to me.
Well,
Send it
I
to me
just
if you find it.
personally am not punching somebody's mother, right?
Right. I don't wanna
That's
punch
crazy.
I'd rather just
That's crazy.
I don't got time for it. Tell this bitch to fucking leave, or I'm going in the room and I'm drinking and I'm smoking and I don't got time for the shit. You know what I'm
So-
saying? Like, I'm taking my one kid that you ain't treating special and we going somewhere, and when he comes back after your mama left, we gonna have the conversation. But punching her in the face, to me, is a lot. That's a lot. That, to me, that's a level.
Ladies get it.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
That's a level of disrespect that we don't need. You know what I'm saying?
What is wrong with this girl?
Gotcha.
You always need a little bit of entertainment before you end the show, huh? You never know what you're going to get with the Pandagasms girls.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
A razzle dazzle. Big fat smoke ready.
This was water. It wasn't wine.
You never know what you're going to get with the Pandagasms girls. Real quick, though, one question before we head out. I do want to know, since we did talk about it, well, quickly. Would you be in a relationship with someone that parents didn't like you?
Oh, hell no.
No. That you touch on it. No, I wouldn't do that neither.
didn't.
I would. No.
Actually,
It was just a question while we were having a discussion. Lady
Yeah.
Boo?
I don't think I can.
yeah.
Mama knows best.
I didn't like me as an adult.
Yeah, true. As an adult. That's
As
a
an
very good
adult,
point. That's
I
a very
think-
good point.
I would be better equipped as long as there were boundaries and respect.
Okay.
Because not everybody's gonna like you. Not
And I get that.
Because honestly, we don't like all our family members, so who's to
Yeah.
say that, you know, you
But as
should
long
end a
as you
relationship?
respect, like, I don't need you to like me. I want you to respect me. Shout out to police. As long as
That's
there's
a fair
respect,
statement.
Right.
Mhm.
then we shouldn't have any issues. You don't have to like.
True.
Yeah, I guess.
Because they cannot like you.
When
for
you
the
put it
dumb
like that,
shit.
as
She
long
cannot
as
like
there's
me because
respect.
I got my nose pierced.
And tattoos and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
true.
Or
That's true.
Right, so I get it. So like you said, Miss,
That's
if
true.
your if my person's mother didn't like me, but she's able to be respectful while I'm present, then I think I could do it. But then it also, I feel like I would put my partner in a tight situation because what if she's bad talking me to him and he always got to defend me? You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to put my person in that situation.
I mean, boundaries.
Boundaries, right? But that's
You
still
gotta
his
set-
mother. He's
Yeah, you still gotta set boundaries. Don't talk about my life like that.
As a man,
Don't talk
you
about my
should
life
set
to
those
me.
boundaries with the wife because you went to the wedding. We got married. It is what it is. Get over it. I
Don't talk
agree.
about me like that.
I agree.
Go if you need to say these things
Go to
about my
therapy.
wife. Go to your therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Stream what, Michael? I'm confused.
Sorry, guys. I kind of spilled water.
But this was a good conversation, Miz, and I'm really grateful that you took the time out of your day to join us for this. It's been an hour and 10 minutes, and of course,
Boom!
we're having fun. You don't really
Yeah!
notice the time. And I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep presidential debate. Michael, you're not answering the question. Sorry for that. ADHD.
It is the presidential debate. It is right now. Yeah, it's right now. Minutes. That's what he's saying. Oh, okay, perfect.
And I really want to watch it.
Me too. I do. I want to see the bullshit so I can talk
for the
shit.
people that want to see the debate, I'll get off mine. I was getting off anyway.
Where's the politically woke hobby?
Probably watching the debate. But yeah,
this was an excellent debate tonight.
This was a great show. This was great conversation. I absolutely enjoyed having you on. If you ever want to come back, you're more than welcome to.
I would love to come with you. You guys are so crazy, but it was lovely meeting y'all.
Yes.
Well, you're not.
Yeah, y'all already, but you mean the ladies. I get it.
Yeah, I met the lady. Yeah, you know me. I know you, girl.
Shout out to the body butter applicator. They did a fantastic job on Ned tonight. Thank you, Michael, for the compliment for Netty Roots.
It's my steam.
I'm done.
You gotta get you a steamer.
I'm done. Anybody you want to shout out, Miss?
Baby girl.
No, you know, just shout out the family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the family. Shout out all my good friends and them. You know what I'm saying? It's too many to name, so you know. They know when they see me, they know it's love. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Shout out Pandagasms for bringing me on the show. It was lovely. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, Smoke Sesh, you know, and my co-host and
I'm gonna come to y'all show one day.
That would be lovely. We gotta set that up. I definitely want to set it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to Panda. Let's we gotta make that happen for sure.
I don't mind coming and supporting the family, the SparkFM family.
Okay.
I don't want to. Y'all got two pandas on the show. They're gonna be like, "What's going on?"
all love.
Anybody else you want to shout out to?
No, that's it.
And of course, thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It's not our typical normal night. We did this tonight for Miz because he has a show tomorrow. So for those of you that want to support Miz and support SparkFM, log on to SparkFM online tomorrow from what time? 6?
7 to 9.
7 to 9, sorry. So from 7 to 9.
Smoke Sesh, yes, sir.
Smoke Sesh, he'll be on SparkFM. So make sure you join it. There is an app also that you can download the app and listen to SparkFM all day, every day if you want to. The Apple users. It's not on Android yet, but I'm guessing it's being worked on. So with that being said, Nettie, do you have anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to Miz for being a great guest. You know.
Thank you.
Yes.
We didn't agree with everything that everybody was saying, but we were able to have the conversation respectfully. So that's super good.
And that's always
absolutely.
And shout out to everybody that always watches and supports us and all of our
frequent supporters, our common supporters. Thank you.
Clothes on, child. Oh my God.
You didn't say your leaders. Hello, Solomon. Any adult that put their hands on people out of anger is a liability. Okay, yeah.
I'm here. I'm back.
Thanks for joining us, though, Solomon. But it's the end of the show. And speaking of which, this has nothing to do with anything. Thanks for joining, Solomon, because I heard my homeboy got a podcast out.
Solomon.
Hold on. Solomon got a podcast out, and he said that he did a podcast with a few ladies that he think misinterpreted him on their show, and he would like to have a chance to redeem himself. I'm not sure who he's referring to. However, it was viewed upon. And if you're referring to us, don't shoot shots, baby. Just be direct. We love it.
Wait a minute.
No, come to the conversation for another day. Yep. We are going to end with some peace, love, and light.
What is Solomon like?
That's what we are here
I came back too late.
We love you. Good night, everyone.
Nah, Solomon.
Bye.
Wait a minute, Solomon. Wait a minute.